That was my face. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to Boondockduane's RV show. So I haven't been doing a lot of videos because I'm really just getting started. I will be doing regular videos. In fact, starting June 8th, we will be boondocking for quite a bit of time. So there will be a video every week. I'm going to pump out a bunch of tech videos, kind of promised, including this one today, and then another one by tomorrow. So if you like my content, really going to start accelerating it. Please like and subscribe. We'll get all this out of the way. I do have my Instagram, Boondockduane's RV show. I have my Facebook, shocking Boondockduane's RV show. And of course, if you're here, you're already seeing me, Boondockduane's RV show on YouTube. And then I also have my new .com, boondockduanesrvshow.com, which will have my travel blog that I'll be doing regularly. So if you like my content, please like and subscribe. Today's video is going to revolve around black tank flush. It's using your city water at a hookup, and it all revolves around this photo. I can post this photo. If you look on the right, you will see I go right out of my one water line off of the hose spigot where we're at Riverbend RV Park. I'm going to say really quick, if you're going to the Sierras, you're in Central California, Boondockduane does recommend Riverbend RV Park. It's on the 180 at the base of the foothills at Sequoia Kings Canyon, so be sure to check that out. So let's get into this photo. Yes, I have one water line coming off of our city, or our well water here at Riverbend RV. I do go right into a brass Y, and I go into our fresh water and our black tank flush. Some are horrified by this. The big black box is, of course, a ClearSource Ultra RV. We rely on it. We've tried them all. Blue Tech is good, but all those shorter canisters, we just don't get the life, and we certainly don't get the water pressure we do out of the full-size ClearSource RV. Every product that I do name in this, I will have a link for in my descriptions. So let's move forward. So, black tank flush. Every black tank flush on an RV, due to RVIA codes, will have the basics. So here we go into that. The red arrow is pointing to the B&B Nautilus poppet valve. I don't even really want to call it a check valve. It has a very weak spring. It's actually one of, on the water systems of RVs, our guy Matt and I probably repair more of the inlets on Nautiluses more than anything. So there's one device that is on your black tank inlet, and that's a little poppet valve. The next thing you will have on your trailer is this vacuum breaker, and you can see right on the top it says for RV use. On our Brinkleys, all the content I'm going to be doing is with a Brinkley. We are full-time in our Z3100. Don't believe all those two guys. It's really just two guys, three actually. Don't believe all that hullabaloo on this YouTube of Brinkley bashing and one guy with boxing gloves taking on Nate Goldenberg. Nate's a great guy. Brinkley is trying to do the best job they can. So let's move away from that. If something happened to our Brinkley, I'm going to go back to me real quick. If something happened to this Z3100, Susan and I would be right over at the closest dealer purchasing another one the same exact day. God forbid, we love our Z3100. It is our home. So moving away from the Brinkley, let's go back to this and the topic at hand. I'm going to be going through pumps and cavitation and backflow situations that happen that we cannot control as RVers. If you are on your city water system at an RV park, wherever you are, chances are they will be using a standard vertical well pump. This is what one of my college degrees is, irrigation hydraulics dynamics. I did take care of all the irrigation on family ranches. Plus I worked for Rain for Rent, Ren O'Neill, blah, blah, blah. So I do know the systems here. Here's a better picture. So your wellhead and your vertical pump hangs down into the into the well cavity. Here, this is a four bowl. I call them bowls, but they are impellers. A 4-bowl system. Every one of these wells, including this type of system on a city water or Riverbend, we have a regular vertical well into the aquifer because we have a river of water running underneath us. So we do have a 4-bowl system here where we're at. And now and then these systems do have a butterfly check valve and a swing check valve. But if you'll notice my arrows, let's say the pump power fails or the something happens and the pump fails, and then we get into what's known as pump cavitation and a backflow event. This is where the pump dies, the water falls back down to through the impellers or bowls, and it takes a matter of a few seconds for the swing valves and the butterfly and the swing check valve to close. In the meantime, you have now, we'll use my setup right now where I'm hooked up as a tool to understand this. So let's say that pump fails. We have cavitation for any reason. We have backflow for any reason. Anything hooked to the city water system in this park will have a few moments where it can backflow into the water system. Let's take my neighbor. Let's look at my neighbor's system. On the right is my neighbor that day, and she has this little brass manifold with these little nylon valves. She does have her water filter, but anything she's doing, so she has 20 plants she travels with. She hooks up 2 or 3 hoses to that manifold. She makes a puddle, throws the hose on the ground. If for some reason Riverbend's pump cavitated, went into a backflow situation, the water will be sucked back in to the water system. So I took a quick little walk around the park. Here's one of my neighbors. The 2 arrows point to 2 gate valves or ball valves. They are not backflow preventers. I did not see on any of these guys' systems that they had even a filter. So I don't get that. This one for sure, Site 124, travel trailer, goes right into the trailer, no check valve, not even a filter. So at least we always have our ClearSource Ultra RV with the virus guard, which we can pump in High Sierra snowmelt river water, and it is safe. We still carry a 2 Sterapins, and we use those just to make sure. But as a rule, our ClearSource takes care of all these issues. So I walk around the park, I see all this. Now let's get to my system. No one else had check valves. So let's talk about check valves. I showed the 2 devices that come on your trailer. They're actually 2 devices which fail regularly. Here's what I use. This is the Raindrop. It is a drip irrigation. It is a municipality certified rated product. It has a good stainless steel spring, a nice nylon poppet valve in it. This is my first device I use. Here is the second. This is, I want you to notice the red arrows. This is an ASSE certified as well as UPC certified device. If you sell a house in California, new or used, on your inspection, you better have these brass ones on your outside spigots, and that's to protect you from using, say, your Miracle-Gro fertilizer, or you're using weed killer or something in your garden or your home. Anything happens in that city system, too many people turn on their water at one time, you can have a backflow situation. Now we're going to go to my setup in particular and why I can hook my black tank right to a single water source. So let's look at this. My neighbor's not using any check valves. I start out with 2 Raindrops. The white hose does go to my Camco Rhino Blaster backfill device with gate valve. I'm doing a video on that because I'm going to tell you all our back flushes on these RVs are marginal at best. That'll be my next video. That'll be up by tomorrow. But here is check valve 1 and 2. Next, we're going to go, that white hose actually goes to this black hose as a strain relief. This is my Camco Rhino Blaster, which I rely on for cleaning my tanks. There is check valve number 3. Here is a close-up of my brass hose Y that goes into my black tank flush, and this has number 4 and number 5. So if you add up my little poppet valve on my back Nautilus black tank flush and its vacuum breaker, I have 7 protection devices before it even, really before it gets to my fresh water. So we are 100% protected. We are backed up, and we've went into the cavitation. So I'm going to pull up a couple of things to show you that it's real and true and all of that. Pump cavitation and backflow are related phenomenon in centrifuge pumps, both impacting pump performance, longevity, cavitation, formation, and collapse of vapor bubbles can occur due to low pressure, say the pump shutting off or the pressure switch failing, and can contribute to cavitation, which is backflow. So here's one more little thing, and you guys can look this up. You know, AI will give you all the pertinent data. This is real, true data from Irrigation Association that I looked up. So backflow, liquid opposite direction, keywords, opposite direction, coming right back into your water system. So we look at my neighbors, no check valves. Anything happens over there, it could end up back with me. If one of the check valves or butterfly valves fails on this well here, anything, the whole park, 120 some sites or whatever, all at once, backflow situation, and we can be having everyone's poo because no one else is doing it. So, are you protected if you hook a separate hose for your black tank flush on the same spigot as your fresh water? No, you're not. So why does it matter if we use a Y right there at the source? It doesn't. You must use backflow protection. You must use backup and safe stops in your system. Because I'll tell you what, my neighbors aren't. And if this pump failed and water fell back down through the bowls and the impellers, and it takes 3.2 seconds for this on a 6-inch line, think of how much it can draw back in the system. That's why your homes have to have it now. That's why it's a city code to have backflow protection on your home. Why shouldn't we have it on the RV? So again, my system, one single hose. I'm going to do a video on that pump on the left. That's for our fresh water system. We filter our fresh water off our fresh tank twice before it goes in. And we actually, with this pump on the side, we just run on city water all the time. And we don't use the RV's pump when we're boondocking. So that's another video. I hope this video is helpful. Please ask questions. I'm actually going to put my phone number down. I'm not trying to sell anything. In fact, I'm not even monetized on anything at this point. I want to help the RV community. I don't want a bunch of BS, and I'm not trying to get clicks. If you find my video, like it, you like it. If you don't, well, that's okay. So I hope this was helpful. I'm going to go through it one more time because I'm a speed talker. So our system, I have a hose Y, one water source. Our Brinkley, as per any RV, will have, and you have a Nautilus or a black tank flush, it will have the poppet valve, and it will have this vacuum breaker at a minimum. And then on ours, I have check valves right at our spigot because I don't know what that neighbor's doing. And then I also have the next check valve on the same line is check valve number 3. Check valve 4 and 5, and actually there's 6. I forgot I have one at the other red circle. And then we have actually 7 and 8, which will be my poppet valve on your RV and our vacuum breaker on the Brinkleys. Most of them, it's under your bathroom sink or any area close that you can get to it, because you have to be able to replace it. So back to me. Wow, that was a lot. You may have to pause it a couple of times. Sorry, I'm a speed talker, but it's Boondockduane, and that's what I do. So again, I hope this was helpful. You can find me on all the social media. I do have somewhere, I do have the new website. Not a lot on there. There will be some stuff on there. I will post all the links in the description. I don't know that I can say much more than this. Buy check valves. I will put a link to the actual brand I use, because I believe in the product and I've been using it for years. When people are in for repairs, if they didn't have it when they came in, even if they want to fight me over a $12, $11, $10 part, I just put them on their system because it's the right thing to do. So, again, sorry for saying so, but hope it was helpful. I want everyone to be safe. I want everyone to camp on and enjoy their RVs. Thank you so much.